that's what the vessel's sailing for. We're sailing for fuel because we're in a tar to keep the rig going. And it's, again, just not understanding.
Absolutely. And I do think that's a big difference, that the operators that are doing significant drilling have a completely have the need for control, have the need for responsiveness, have to have their own control, because a few extra days on a drill rig, if you,
It's massive.
so expensive, and some of the other operators who don't do little or any drilling, they're just bleeding down. It's basically, and
they're looking for the little cost savings.
Yeah.
They're happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay. But not everybody's on the same page, and
Absolutely.
not everybody works the same.
Yeah. So drilling versus not. Is ASCO credible in? So I hear you saying that vessel sharing is pretty much not a credible offering. Is marine collision risk monitoring, marine control, waste, are any of those credible? No. Okay, and materials management doesn't sound like it's not that credible with you.
The kind of place that we're probably going is more back to taking more control rather than less control.
Wow. Okay.
Because again, a lot of these things are driven from corporate. They're not just driven from the local area. They're driven from corporate. So you've got to follow that kind of piece as well, and the SOX compliance and all this kind of piece, and being an American-based company. It's huge. It's really huge and really important parts. And I know Alan Scott really well, and I know that Alan's done kind of sterling job at what he's trying to get through and get the sort of industry shaped into one, and that's great. And then somewhere down the line that might work, might be good.
But currently, keep going with that.
But at this moment in time, it's a bit like when you look at every operator, all their stock is managed differently. It's all labelled differently. They don't use a standardised code across the board. So you can't take our stock and, let's say, BP stock and go, right, you've got 10 of them and you've got 5 of them, because you just don't know, because they're maybe labelled differently, or they've got a different, they use a slang name as opposed to the
proper name.
So it's just, there's so many things. So, and it's you've got to tidy up all your stock first before you can actually get to that point.
Yeah. So, is there anything, from your perspective, is there anything glaringly obviously missing from ASCO's services right now?
Yeah, do the job right.
Do the job right. It's pretty direct. Yeah.
The reason why I'll tell you that, right, when you look at like a Wood Group, when they were just sort of building up, what they did is they did a job very well. Yeah, they were expensive, but they did a job very well. And what they did is they got credibility then, that then other operators were coming to the market to do work that they didn't have that skill set. They were then going to Wood Group and saying, we know that you've done this before, we know you've got a skill set, can you do this for us? Yeah, no problem, we've got the package here and it'll cost you this. And although it was expensive, they were going, yeah, that's fine, that's no problem, I'll just go ahead and do it, because they knew they would deliver, and they knew they would deliver every single time. I know nearer kind of like the later stages, they did start to get a bit greedy, and it just sort of fell by the wayside a little bit, but in a whole, that was the kind of place. And to me, when you're in a competitive market like ASCO is, because it is competitive, but they've got a unique selling point in Peterhead, so they should be maximising that. And they should also be looking at it from a point of view, if we do what we're supposed to do really, really well, listen to the operators, engage better with the operators, then they've got far more chance of getting far more work. But you've got to start somewhere, and then when you look at that part of it, you're then looking at your team. So what is the structure of your team? What kind of competence levels does your team have? And again, you've got to build up and build up. So if you've got in an equal keel the sort of the competence levels within your service company that you would have within an operator, then you've got a chance of picking up a lot more work and potentially fill in those roles as well, because that's easy money.